It's been a series that's had a little of everything so far. And an overflow crowd is on hand to see if we'll crown a league champion here tonight. It's Game 6 of the National League Championship Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Steve, obviously things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
Yeah, and here you see the results of those first 5 games, and it's been everything that we could have hoped for. And now at 3-2, you've got a team coming in here that needs to win the final 2 games on the road to take the series. And judging by the noise that this crowd is making, that will not be an easy task.
And now here's a look at Joe Maddon's lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs. Anybody catch your eye, Eric? Anthony Rizzo steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
One there. Back to first, and great work by the pitcher hustling over to cover as he takes the throw for the 3-6-1 double play.
Boy, you want to talk about taking the wind right out of your sails? You get 2 on to start this ball game, and then a double play right here might just derail what was shaping up to be a big inning on the road.
Addison Russell gets his first shot now, trying to cash in with a runner at third and 2 gone.
Yeah, and all he needs to do here is find a hole anywhere.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Ryu comes set. Here's the 2-1. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Puig, still going back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His second home run of the series as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Daniel Murphy will stand in, and he was one of the heroes last time out with 2 big home runs.
Well, he picked a good time for him, too. Here on the big stage in October, the way he was attacking the baseball, he is definitely not lacking for confidence when he's at the plate.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Oh, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
Lifted the other way to left center. Peterson moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cubs lead this one 2-0. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Steve, how do they need to go about winning the National League pennant here at home?
Leading up with they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Line drive to left, and a base hit, so the leadoff man reaches here to start the bottom of the first.
talk about a guy who really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Standing in now, Chris Taylor. He'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire. Where the book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
Moving under it, Hayward makes the play, 1 away.
And this is one of those guys that throws what you call a heavy sinker. Normally he's going to get a lot of ground balls, but he leaves this one up in the zone. And I think he's lucky that this ball didn't get hit farther than it did.
From the stretch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On to the second now at Dodger Stadium. It's the Cubs 2, and the Dodgers nothing. Wilson Contreras will get his shot now. Great power numbers during the regular season. Still searching for that first home run in the postseason, however.
And these guys really need him to start producing, because it seems like pitchers have the upper hand in the postseason. You're always facing the other team's best, and they've pretty well neutralized him all October long.
We'll jump ahead and pick this one up in the top of inning number 3.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one runs up high, ball 1.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take, because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Peterson will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
And with 2 away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. And the question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? Addison Russell is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Drilled to the left side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. The throw home, and he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a 1-run deficit here as the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from Game 6 after this message and a word from our local station. Chris Taylor digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Time to join this one now in the bottom of inning number 5.
Leading off for the
Hyunjin
Dodgers.
Ryu comes to the
Pitcher,
plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Ryu.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away.
Boy, that's the
Now
kind of
batting,
play where you take your hat
third
off and you
baseman,
wipe the sweat off your
Kike
brow, even if it's
Hernandez.
cold outside. This guy's getting hammered right now. He better figure out something quick.
Kike Hernandez will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. And he falls behind 0-2. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Oh, 2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Stepping in now, Chris Taylor. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag.
And sometimes when you've got a pitcher who's out there scuffling a little bit, you worry more about throwing strikes than you do about the base runners. And I think that may have been the case right there.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Hit hard on the ground to the runner. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
The shortstop,
Manny Machado stands in. Got under 1 and popped out his last time up.
And last time he popped up a sinker, which is pretty tough to do when you think about it. So you know your swing is off when that happens.
He's set. Here it comes. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1.
After battling injuries in previous years, Manny Machado showed everybody what he could do in 2015. He got named to the All-Star team. He participated in...
And that one gets away at the plate. And it is a run.
That's a nice job that time down there at third. He read that right away, and he's able to come in and score that time on the wild pitch to the backstop.
Line toward the alley in left center. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit.
Boy, that hit right there is
Now
just a
batting.
thing of beauty.
First
You talk
baseman.
about smoking one right back at the
Muncy.
box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Yu Darvish is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Into the box now, Max Muncy, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
He pulls this one into right. Hayward back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Well, in this at-bat, he did everything right. He got himself into a good hitter's count. That's 2-0. Found a good pitch to hit, and he hit it hard. Just unlucky, I guess. He hit it right at somebody.
Into the box, Cody Bellinger ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Anthony Rizzo makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Chris Bryant will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
A throw behind the runner at second, and he's back standing. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
2 runs, 8 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Again, he sends it out of play. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They trail it here 4-2. Justin Wilson will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
38, Justin
Kike Hernandez ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now. Number 18 will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. David Freese will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 25, David Freese.
Now he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Hard liner toward short. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Well, anybody who calls this place home will tell you this is not a home run hitting park, but it will give up its share of doubles. And this one moves runners to second and third now as they're looking to cash in.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Chris Taylor comes to the plate with the bases juiced, and it seems a big hit here could really put this one out of reach. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Well, this crowd's been something else here in this series. They are really making it tough on him out there.
And he might get them all home as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Wilson is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. Back now in the City of Angels as we continue from Dodger Stadium. 9th inning set to get underway. Kenley Jansen will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless.
Kenley Jansen.
Wilson Contreras will come forward now, trying to stave off elimination as he'll get the first crack at things here in their half of the ninth.
It's so hard to believe that everything they've worked for all season long comes down now to these final 3 outs.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Short, hit hard. Machado is there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Back to him, and that's off his leg. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. DJ Wilson comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Danson's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Too high. 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Ready on 1-2. Great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Wow, a real sharp break for this thing. It's a slider. He starts it out over the middle of the plate. Now the hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
And it appears as though we'll see a pinch hitter now as the switch hitter Ben Zobrist has grabbed the bat and moved into the on-deck circle. Cut fastball inside, ball one. Hit in the air out toward left. Peterson is there. And Tinseltown will be aglow tonight. The Dodgers are National League champions.
That's one happy bunch of guys down there right now. They are the National League champions, but they know they're not done yet. They've got one more big hurdle standing in front of them, but these guys are looking like they're going to be awfully tough to beat.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, 2 hits for him in the ballgame, both of them doubles, and that really paced his guys to the victory.
For Eric Carroll, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the NL Championship Series on MLB The Show.
Here now